Evet arkadaşlar hoş geldiniz. Max Payne 3'ün 4. yayınıyla karşınızdayız. Şöyle story continue diyelim ve devam edelim. En son burada kalmıştık. Bugün 3 tane sınavım vardı. Hepsi güzel geçti. Beklediğimden
¡No hay
çok
nadie
daha iyiydi.
aquí! ¡Este también está!
Bir tanesinden kesin büte kalırım falan diyordum yani. Ama ondan da geçeceğim büyük ihtimalle.
¡Apoyo! ¡Parce! ¡Ya puedes correr!
Artık darısı yarın sınavım yok. Çarşamba, Perşembe ve Cuma'ya. Ama Perşembe günkü sınavlardan pek çekinmiyorum açıkçası. 4 tane sınavım var ama dördünde yaparım gibi.
The dead guys looked like soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit.
İnşallah onları da halleder. Dönemi bitirir döneriz.
The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
Ne yapacağım oğlum ben? Ha. Ay ay ay. Ama şu göğsüm ağrıyor ya. Sebebini anlamadım.
The need.
Nasıl satayım ne koptum.
Fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max. My vision was going. Come on, Max. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference.
Oğlum ekran gitti ya. Çok geç ayıktım olaya. Bayağı yorgunum bugün. Çok erken kalktım ve o kadar boş beleş bekledim ki bugün. Anlatamam yani.
Fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference.
Hadi bakalım.
There. I could
Oh,
breathe again.
okay.
Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
Hadi bakalım. Anamız. Ya hayam. Ya yine mi burada başlıyoruz ya?
fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the
Haydi
second I
haydi
got
haydi
out
haydi
of there.
haydi.
I needed one more gulp of fresh air before
Bugün
I died.
sonraki oyunu
It was like the need for a
belirleyip
wake-up whiskey after a
geceden
2-day
indirmeye koyacağım.
How to shut off the fuel
İnsin.
feeds. I shut down one
Yarın
engine,
yine
but it didn't make much
oyun
difference.
videosu çekeriz. Onun dışında biraz da sınavlara çalışırım. Sabah erkenden de sınavım var çarşamba günü.
Breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas,
Onları falan
and
hallederiz.
greed. So this was the famous
Yatın
Panama
oğlum
Canal.
aşağı.
We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed.
Buradan duş alıyorlar.
While I'd been dead to the world, some of my shipmates were just plain
Hadi bakalım.
dead. Where had they taken them?
Belki RDR2 olabilir. Bakacağız.
¡No acabarás con la vida!
Güzel.
It was a different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened.
¡Todos al suelo! ¡Fuego! ¡No me matarán, hijo de puta!
Whatever they were looking for appeared to be gone.
Bir şeyler falan var mı diye bakıyorum ama
Daphne's ship was always stocked.
harbi kez istiyor.
¡Hijo de puta, aquí no hay nada! ¡Miguel, vení para acá!
There was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. What were they looking for? It didn't make sense. Why would they leave the jewels and rip open the walls? It didn't occur to me just what the other cargo on board could be.
Yani sınav programını da öyle bir yapmışlar ki boş günler var. Sonra yani 2 günde 7 sınav falan, çok değişik yani. Vatan nereden bulduk lan?
I was on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out.
Ne oğlum?
Booze, coke,
Allah razı olsun.
pills. You could get whatever party favor you wanted on this vessel.
¡Esto sí es una balacera! ¡Estoy atrapado! ¡Ayúdenme! ¡No me joda!
Ayağımına koyayım ya. Hop.
They didn't help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good.
Tabii böyle tüfek vereceksin ki bize tak tak tak tak indirelim abi. Ulan Payne'in kötülüğüne bak. Bu geri kapandı. Geri açıldı. Şuna bak.
Maybe there was something on the
İki tane
bridge.
daha var.
I checked every other inch of the boat. I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent
Aha.
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste.
Top of the tower, man!
My judgment was lousy, but my hand was steady.
Tamam.
There's gotta be a reason why they're going across the canal.
Adelante! ¡No le dejes escapar!
Tamam.
I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality.
No, you don't! ¡No me mates! ¡No dispares!
Şimdi nereden sıkıyor lan o?
¡No escaparás con la vida! ¿Quién me cubre? ¿Cómo lo piden?
İçerideler de. Yat oğlum aşağı. Güzel oldu. Şurada bir şey var.
Fancy seeing you here.
Çok iyiyiz oğlum.
¡En batalla! ¡Soy desalmado! ¡Ya verás!
Göster kafanı. Gösterin kendinizi.
¡Hijo de puta!
Güzel.
I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late. Jesus Christ.
Vay. Bildiğin vahşet işlenmiş burada.
He gets everything. The other two, not so much.
Şimdi tekrardan buraya geldik.
Exactly. In Marcello, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcello?
Marcello was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it.
Arada ufak
But I do
tefek
believe some other
anlamaya
scheme, some other
çalışıyoruz.
bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Raul Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but if...
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. Running around, acting like the action hero. Killing
Lan
lots
benim
of
sanım
people.
niye ağrıyor? Allah
You're
Allah.
a stroke of genius.
Artık sınavlarla aranda neler yaşandıysa.
Angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? Want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives.
They did, I saw it.
Geçelim
No
buralara ya.
captives were ever booked.
They probably had
Yani artık
paramilitary death squad
buraların
for the,
sonuna geliyorum
Cachabrea.
arkadaşlar.
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other
Üniversite
cops.
hayatı yavaş
Cops
yavaş
shoot on sight.
sonlanacak.
You failed.
Right.
Ya bir sene daha varsa
Max, you see that building there?
4. sene bitirip projeleri falan filan oluyor.
That's what it says. People go in there.
Onlarla uğraşacağız falan. Böyle yazın memlekete dönelim bakalım. Oyun işine kaldığı yerden devam edeceğiz.
Why don't you just go in and
Bayram
bust the
haftası
joint, get a
falan
warrant?
boş geçeriz. Oraya dönünce de çünkü birkaç işimiz var.
Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement.
Chapter 12.
I wasn't too
Sonraki
excited about the
chapter kaldı
acoustics.
arkadaşlar.
It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me. You can't unsee some. Ufe. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence. But
Şöyle
I'd
bir
written off
silah.
too many of those already.
Daha adam akıllı bir silah, bir mermi falan. Bulabilir miyiz acaba?
The Imperial Palace Hotel was a five-star, bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load.
Biz de asansör çağırdık. Biz de gideceğiz.
Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
Ama oynarken hem Hitman hem de mafya havası alıyorum yani.
Cuidado, ele está vindo nessa direção!
Hemen haber verdim. Oğlum beni kimse indiremedi. Siz mi indiriyorsunuz? Az kalsın gidiyorduk ha. Bence buranın bir olayı vardır da, zıplama olayı. Bir dakika. Bir dakikanızı rica ediyorum arkadaşlar. Bu arada koca oyun boyunca çözemediğimiz tuş E tuşuymuş arkadaşlar. Bu kadar da mallık olmaz.
I needed to find a way upstairs. Surely nobody would notice another hole in the wall.
Açtık.
I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man.
Güzel, buraya kadar geldik.
Buffet. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crusher Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. De Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens.
Baksana böyle bir
Nothing
kendime
could have
kalmış
prepared me
mouse
for what
klavye
was on the
almam
other side
lazım
of
da.
that door.
Bakalım ne lan. Aman. Ne oluyor lan?
I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was De Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Gelin oğlum. Ne oluyor lan? Hayda.
This was hell on earth. De Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was
50
in
tane
too
film
far
killer
now.
kullanmış. Ee?
There were still 2 more floors above.
Tamam, biz yan tarafa geçeceğiz. Lan ne kadar çok adam öldürmüş.
If I'd thought about this too much, I'd never get through it. It looked like Victor had won the sympathy vote, found his universal connection to the people, triumph out of tragedy. Part of me couldn't help thinking that had been his plan all along.
Ne? Bir şey değil. Ampul. Ne yapıyor oğlum bu? Yakalandı.
What the fuck is going on here? How much do you want? What have you been doing? I am a doctor. I help people. What have you been doing here? It's easy for
Ne
you.
yapıyorsun oğlum burada?
I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please. What have you been doing?
Nasıl bir yardım edeceğim ve burada ne yapıyordum? Çok fazla mine var da.
I do important research. Please. Caralho! Caralho! Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo.
Ne oluyor
Tudinho.
lan?
Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata.
Saldık.
Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus. E aí, doutor?
For all Serrano owed me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what Demolisal meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one.
Okay.
I'd seen some dark shit in
Şuraya
my time.
koyacağız. Tamam.
At least my visitors have been kind enough to leave the gate open.
Yat aşağı. Tamam. Ne oluyor lan?
Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
Tamam. Kurduk. Bak burayı geçmiyor. Buralarda
That
bir
was the last
tanıdığım
of the
oldu.
explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building and all the evil in it.
Vai, vai, rápido, rápido, vai! Who wants to take a shot? Vai na frente,
Oğlum şöyle ırktan. Oha. Senin am.
chega nessa porra!
İşte sürekli ayılıp koyuluyorsun.
Told you the city was dangerous, friend.
Ya sikeyim ya.
It's growing on me. Nice to see you.
Dümenden bir sigara yakalım. Hayda kim vurdu lan bunu? Helal
What
be.
are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
No, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Be a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss and his brother's hatching. To profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo are trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get into losing the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you.
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. Hope this thing works.
Burayı da böyle mi bitiriyoruz? Gayet iyi. Chapter 13.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah, not him,
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. And it's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor
Um,
to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
Olmadı bugün
And?
bitiririz.
A weapons
Payne
dealer.
işi.
A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially there's nothing I can do.
And
Sonra da artık
unofficially,
yeni oyuna bakalım. Olmadı bugün de belki.
We can
Bakacağım
always
falan
try
biraz.
something a little more creative.
Sınavlara bakabilirim. Yani yavaş yavaş bakalım. Perşembeye kadar da.
De Silva had
4 tane
promised me a
sınav
10
var
o'clock
mı?
showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up. Diga Becker. Kevin para ele.
Bir ezber gerektiren var, onu en son yapmak daha mantıklı.
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa, tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai, vai se fuder, ó. Meu conta eu quero tomar no cu, pô.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse
Merhabalar,
otário.
merhabalar.
Deixa comigo, me dá uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda. Ladrão, filha da puta! Atrás de inocentes! Vai se fuder aqui dentro, rapaz! Vamos aqui! Eu não fiz nada! Que você vai se proteger, caralho! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, cara!
Herkesi dövüyorlar.
Eu? Se fudeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui!
Vay morrar.
Segura a porta aí.
Çünkü ya daha sıralar bitecek. Daha bir sürü işimiz var ya. Ama kuvvetle muhtemel kafamdaki gibi geçerse her şey, bayramdan sonra iyice bir rahatlarım. Koyayım. Karakolda baska. Bir dümenden sigara yakalım dedik ya. Artık yavaş yavaş sona geliyoruz zaten.
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music. I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on theirs. It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Por favor. Eu te fiz uma pergunta, pô. A gente não tinha nada com aquilo. Foi quilômetro atuando. Me dá um...
Burada yatalım aşağı. Pompalıyla geliyor ya bir de. Tamam, o da gitti. Ya piçe bak. Dibimize girmiş, görmedim ya. O buydu değil mi? Mermisi diğer silah. Tamam. Ne alsak?
It was Monday's arrest log, as far as I could tell. And no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel.
Tık. Hadi bakalım. Oha.
That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision.
Yatın oğlum aşağı. Yaha. Haya. Atışı durdurduğu an mı koşacağız? Tamam. Ama bize şey lazım ya. Can lazım. Bunu da alalım.
Well, wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Lan. Ay ay. Ne çok öldük ya. Neyse canımız.
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes.
Heh.
Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more
Tamam, bir
time.
tane aldık oradan.
Police food, the same crap the world over. But I could reminisce about the old days later. For now, there was more pressing matters to deal with. Becker's
Buralarda
blood
bir
money
dalga
from the
var mı
good
derken
doctor.
notu bulduk.
Serrano had
Çekmeyin
canceled
ha.
one side of that transaction. The other was on me. They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running.
Güzel.
And of course, they were headed my way.
Bir de zırhlılar ya. Kafaya çalışacağız mecbur da.
If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving.
Hadi bakalım 5. kata doğru çıktık. Ya kardeşim. Tamam, çok güzel.
Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Yatın oğlum. Yani ülkedeki bütün polisler burada herhalde. Hay anasını satayım, bu ne ya? Oh.
I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too... AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in
World Tourism
Panama.
Report.
And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money? If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone. I still didn't.
Não vai ser uma morte de herói!
Yattın oğlum aşağı. Yattın aşağı.
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself.
Hadi bakalım. Ay anasını satayım ya.
Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell and fast. The bastards had me locked in. This was a waste of time. The doors were all locked. My eyes and throat burned.
Tabii silahlar gitti. Avradını. Şimdi ne oluyor lan? Ben burada kesin ölüyorum bu arada da. Vallahi şu ana kadar ölmedim gibi. Götünden vurduk lan herhalde adama.
I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Güzel.
Acabou, playboy!
Oğlum böyle bir adamdan korkmanız lazım ya. Adamın tek başına yaptıklarının haddi hesabı yok. Bu nasıl bir silah ya?
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else. Something buried
Bas
deep
abi.
in the past. Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction. It was at my worst when I was at my best. It was time to get out of that circus before any more clowns showed up.
Lan yat. Aman. Bu ne oğlum ya?
Você tem ideia de quantas vezes eu
Aman. Bol bol mermi ve can lazım bize. Ay.
Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem.
Atire nele!
Bu ne oğlum? Sizi de atış talimi yapacağım şimdi. Yapamadık.
Fogo!
Haydi oğlum. Güzel. Bunu da hallettik.
Não me mata, não me mata! Caralho, caralho, prendi!
Ben yat aşağı.
Bota um fim nisso!
Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the
Kendisini
black market.
atmalı
Now I was coming for mine.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
Lan ne oluyor? Dayı. Buradan
Ai, isso não tá cheirando bem.
lan hadi lan. Lan mermisi de yok. Hay anasını ya. Ya abi şu tabancayı verme artık ya.
Você vai morrer, filho da puta!
Me cercaram!
Yatın oğlum aşağı. Tamam.
Hey!
Ataca essa porcaria!
Atira, mata esse desgraçado!
Bak yine aynı bok. Sikeceğim ya.
I couldn't get a direct shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
Thank you
Kendisini
for
al.
all the fine work!
Böyle bir silah var.
Those ceiling tiles looked kind of loose. It was worth a shot.
You don't know when you're lost, dude!
Okey. Ne oluyor?
I'll fake
think of you when I get my promotion? You were doing so well. You had to go and spoil it. You should know when to walk away.
Kıldıracağım.
Dê cobertura aqui minha posição. Vai recarregar. Ai, meu braço tá sangrando. What are you hoping to achieve here? Tô caindo fora. I hoped I'd be the one to kill you.
Tamam.
You shouldn't have listened to that idiot! I hope it wasn't worth it!
İbne kaçıyor oradan. Ah,
You think you're not dead already?
lan çık şuraya.
You will see what a joke you are! You have served your purpose! This is where it ends! Give Rodrigo my regards! You're even crazier than I thought!
Oğlum. Hop. Şuradan şunu bir alalım önce. Yat aşağı artık be. Aha. Şükür be.
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would... Every last one of those bastards. Now that I made it through check-in... Come on, bastards.
Bir baktıksın hayat şaşırtır bazen. Onlar da lan gidiyoruz. Evet, şu lazerli silahla bir türlü alışamadım. Gerçi çok da alışacak bir şey yok aslında da. Benim bahaneler. Şurada tadilata başladı herhalde. Duruyor. Değişik saatlerde tadilat yapıyor adam onu. Ve içsiz karşıya mı?
I felt like my vacation was coming to an end.
Tamam. Evet. Sıkamadım. Ya şu silahı verme abi o zaman. Haydi oğlum.
Fala comigo, porra!
These were Becker's guys. Him and Victor had a private airport to go with their private army and their private jet.
Ha. Biz bir tane bile tamamlayamadık galiba bunlardan.
The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal.
Vay, 2 tane veriyor, çok bonkör.
There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for
Adamlar
those...
her yeri almış.
posição. Ah, que se foda!
Bak sikeceğim yine. Güzel. Lan. Karşıdan çıkmaya çalış. Tamam.
A gate had opened at the other end of the departure lounge.
Bu ne oğlum?
Maybe they were in the next terminal. I'd keep looking until Victor sent me a postcard from Miami.
Son haberin hepsini iyi indirdik ya. Lan nereden gideceğiz?
There weren't any other flights clogging up air traffic control. Victor would be clear for takeoff as soon as he was ready.
Nereden gideceğim? Ha. Başlıyor eğlence.
The tram to the next terminal was down the escalators.
Niye bir tane peki hocam? Hayır lan. Oh.
Chances were I wasn't gonna be alive much longer. So why not get a
Hadi
buzz
bakalım.
on?
Payne niye ölmedi lan? Ana. Öf.
It didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on.
Aha.
It worked. The trams were running again. Maybe they'd take me to my gate. Maybe they'd bring more guys wanting to whack me. Maybe both.
Bak yine. Ne abi? Yerinizde durun lan. Tamam.
And we were off. I felt like I might be able to recharge for a second. At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous assholes.
Araya kolon giriyor ya, öldüremiyor. Sağlık hayattık. Tamam. Ha, bir helikopterimiz eksik. Ay içeri girdiler lan.
It was perfect. Everyone wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express.
Gelin lan, gelin lan. Ama bana Mermi verin.
The tram was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me.
Kaptan o.
This was my stop. It had taken me right into the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco must be close. The
Her
smart move
yerdeler
would've been
ya.
sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar, but when was I ever about smart moves? I'm a dumb move guy. Hey Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks, let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day
Zaten
to hope
bunların
for
sonunu
change.
nasıl getireceğiz oğlum,
Boy,
imkansız.
were they throwing
Bir şey
numbers
yani.
at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was
Yani
pathetic
çok büyük zayiat
desperation,
verdik
and
zaten.
not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass.
Yaklaşık 1,5 saattir
There the bastards
oyundaymışım.
were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
Eu tenho tudo sob controle. Tenha uma boa viagem, senhor. I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker.
Aa,
Payne, I believe you had something to say to me.
boss fight mı? Gözümle şu yavşakta arada şey atıyor derken
You know, Max, you're just another gringo trying to impose his will on our world. Filho da puta! Filho da puta!
You think Victor's gonna wait for you?
oğlum hangi birine odaklanayım ya.
Look what you become, Mr. Payne!
Niye failledik?
You're pissing on another man's pool, Max! Nobody's paying you to be here, Max!
Ha, ben o tarafa geçtiğim an gidiyor. Okey okey. Aha. Haydi güle güle.
Here I was about to
Skip
execute this poor
geçtik.
bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the
Ta.
poor and the other was banging my sister.
Look! There's a whole team of them! Look there! Right! We're getting hit!
Come on! You got a flight to
Bu
catch!
ne oğlum?
Not going to take off without the car! Ay! Shit!
That about sums it up.
They're blocking the runway! Of course they have their armored personal vehicle! Right in front of us!
Bir daha yukarıdan.
I'm normally a behind the desk kind of cop!
If only I'd been one of them too.
We're taking damage!
Of. Bizim araba da gidiyordu.
Don't worry. Orders F them. Your career's coming down with that plane. Let's get it over with.
Whoa!
Uçağı da hallettik.
Wait, Max! No! Stop! Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
Öldürüneceğiz büyük ihtimalle. Gerçi öldürebiliriz. Öldürmeyin.
You know I walk. You'll walk with a lift!
Ne gülüyorsun lan? Ha, amcık. Bağırırsın öyle. A week later.
Update on the astonishing Morgan Harvesting scandal. The 55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his
Acaba
political
böyle
campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged
Rockstar'ın
in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a
bazı
suicide
oyunlarının
or
böyle
simply
aynı
retribution
evrende
for his
işlediği
part in a
oyun nasıl
scandal that
olur?
has so many
Gerçi
families
bazı
missing loved
teoriler
ones
var.
that were
Mesela
kidnapped and
RDR ile
killed.
GTA aynı evrende geçiyor falan gibi ama
Local justice.
Local residents expressed outrage.
zaten 3'e ayrılıyorlarmış galiba evreni. HD evren, 2D evren ve 3D evren diyor. Daha doğrusu 2D, 3D HD diye. Güzel olurdu. Böyle bir şey. Hatta diğer GTA karakterlerinin falan da böyle birleşebileceği bir GTA oyunu da gayet hoş olurdu. Evet. Max Payne 3'ü de bitirmiş bulunuyoruz arkadaşlar. Güzel oyundu, güzel bir deneyimdi. Ve tam 14 chapter'ı da tamamlamış olduk. Peki bir şey söyleyeceğim. Böyle şeyi görebiliyor muyuz? Böyle kaç adam öldürdük falan. Bunları göremiyoruz ama şöyle şey bir görev varsa yani burada şu kadar adam öldür falan. Yani sadece öldür. Belki şey olabilirdi ama yok. Evet arkadaşlar. Max Payne 3 serimizi de burada noktalamış oluyoruz. Keyifli bir seriydi. Ee, Kısa sürdü. Beklediğim gibiydi. Ee, Bakalım gelecek oyun ne olacak? Şimdi biraz onu da düşüneceğim. Umarım siz de keyif almışsınızdır. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Vaktinize, emeğinize sağlık.